Hey guys, it's Jeff. Another video for you. This one's on red flag laws, and we're starting to see the rhetoric ramp up around red flag laws. And this time, there's a push in the Republican Party to support red flag legislation throughout the states. Now they're going to do it according to Lindsey Graham's proposed bill. They're going to do it through a grant program to the states to help encourage them, basically bribe them to start passing red flag legislation. In Texas, where I'm from, we've got Dan Crenshaw, one of the Republican darling freshmen from Houston, now jumping on board with the red flag legislation. And I just wanted to point out, if it's truly about saving lives, and mental health has been equated to part of the problem, and that's why you need red flag laws, there's other legislative measures that are already in place. So one of the legislative measures, I was listening to someone speak yesterday, I believe it was John Lott. I believe he's the author for More Guns, Less Crime. If you haven't seen that book, it's out there. He published it for free. But the point of that was he brought up something that kind of was glossed over after the Florida shooting a year or so ago, where they had the Baker Act. Now, the Baker Act in Florida isn't the same name across all the states, but just about in my cursory research, just about every state that I could find had a version of the Baker Act. And basically what the purpose of the Baker Act is if there's a threat from somebody who's in imminent danger to themselves or others, that they can have a 72-hour psychiatric evaluation, a committal, involuntary committal. And every state has a variation of that. Not all of them are the same, but the purpose of that is if it's truly about saving people's lives, if there's a person out there who is a threat to themselves or a threat to others, instead of violating their Second and their Fourth and their Fifth Amendment constitutional rights to be adjudicated before losing your rights, your right to keep and bear arms, your right to face your accusers, all of these basic fundamental, Bill of rights that we hold near and dear to our hearts as American citizens. If instead of infringing upon that, you just use the laws and the legislation that you already have and get that 72-hour involuntary committal for this person, and then if they're truly a problem, then you can go in and take their guns. But then they're in a hospital and you're not having to do a SWAT raid at 4 o'clock in the morning, putting officers at harm, putting families at harm. Police make mistakes and they do break down the wrong door. And if they break down the wrong door and the person inside there decides he's going to start defending his family because there's armed invaders coming in, you can have innocent people murdered. And we've already seen that. There was an event, it was the Tuttle's shooting in Houston, Texas, about another eight months or so ago. Look into that one. I'll provide a link below. The cops aren't perfect. Government works at a macro level and they make mistakes. So these kinds of laws are only going to cause more problems for the American citizen. So anyway, I just wanted to keep it short, guys. There's legislation in the works that is going to affect every single gun owner out there, whether it's actively or inactively, directly or indirectly. It's going to affect everybody. So if you are concerned about this like I am, let your legislators know. Let them know that you don't support this, that this is not something that you're behind, and that there are better ways to address these types of issues. Far too often our politicians feel like they have to do something, but sometimes the something can be worse than the problem. Than the problem that already exists. So anyway, that's all I got, guys. And again, this one's not going to be monetized either. If you like this video or you want to hear more about it, I did a longer video on this subject, and I'll place a shortcut to it up here. But anyway, give me a like, give me a thumbs up, throw a comment in the comments section. Let's talk about this. If you have any more information you want to add, let's talk about it, and I'll see you in the next one. Thanks for watching.